Hey you all, it's Gwen. Welcome to this beautiful rune reading today. Yes, I'm going to use my bell real quick. It hit one of my crystals over there. I'd like to clear the energy real quick, and then we're going to get into the runes that I've already picked, and I'll clarify them with some beautiful tarot cards. I hope you're feeling well. If this is the first time you're joining me, welcome. I'm so glad you found me. Remember to like the video right when you come in and share. That's the way that you can help this channel grow. Your comments help. The likes help a lot too. So remember to check me out on Facebook. Mystic Gwen is where you can find me, and that's where you can see all of my creativity as well. I'm making beautiful crystal bracelets, anklets, and necklaces. I love to macrame them as well, but right now I've got lots of beautiful crystal beads, like malachite and turquoise and jade, and I don't know. I'm loving it. Like, look at this Loom Necklace. I just have to show you that. I love this. I love it. I've been a beading mad woman. Okay, it's magnetic closure, which I love. Like, I don't like to fiddle around with some closures sometimes. I just want to put it on real quick. Right? Oh, this one's so beautiful. The colors, it's dark blues and purples and black, and beautiful pendant there at the center. And look how easy it is to put back on. Bank! I need to get some of them magnetic closures. So I don't know why I'm showing you that. Maybe this eclipse energy that we're coming into again is bringing things into like that magnetic part that I'm talking about on that class there. You're magnetizing your dreams to you, your vibration, you're changing your thought processes, you're shedding an old way of being, and you're becoming a magnet is the way that I feel. So let's do this bell. Oops, I got my hair caught in it. Hold on. So yeah, may still okay, so that's meaningful too. So you still may have some cords, some entanglements from the past that you're working through, right, that get caught up and hung up, but that's okay because, just feel through what you're feeling. Don't deny any aspects of that. You're frustrated, feel the frustration, right? Okay? There's nothing wrong with it, right? Okay? If you hear any kind of weird noise, it's Milo in the background. She's going through a little bit of a heat spell, so she's doing some mooing for me today. All right, so let's clear the energy, and then we'll talk about these runes. Focus on your breath. Okay, we'll leave it there. Yay, I love bells. Cleanse with sounds, okay, and bells. It's super important. Okay, we've got 3 runes today. Fehu, Laguz, and Gebo. Okay, it almost made me like, for some reason, I don't know if anybody else is feeling the spirit animal of the fox, but it almost to me made me, or like fix, fox fix, is the way I'm looking at them, like as if I were reading the bones. Okay, but this Fehu is about fulfillment. The F there, that's how I remember fulfillment. Okay, so manifestations coming through, fertility, growth. So that's what this one's about. We're going to read in the book too, but that's the gist of this fulfillment. And then we've got Laguz, which is like the flow. Okay, fulfillment, flow, and or even like water, right? And we are water. So yes, okay. And then the X marks the spot, right? Where the treasure's at, right? And there's this, but it also shows like the two coming together here, this union, partnership. It even also like X marks the spot. They're taking me back there again, showing me a treasure chest, a gift coming to you, okay? A divine blessing, right? Yes, okay. So let's get a little bit more from my handy dandy book here. Fehu. Meow. Yes, I hear you, my baby girl. Fehu is the rune of fulfillment, inhibitions, ambition satisfied, love shared, rewards received. It promises nourishment from the most worldly to the sacred and the divine. For if the ancient principle, as above, so below, holds true, then we are also here to nourish God. This rune calls for a deep probing of the meaning of profit and gain in your life. Look with care to know whether it is wealth and possessions you require for your well-being, or rather self-rule and the growth of a will. Another concern of Fehu is to conserve what has already been gained. This rune suggests vigilance and continual mindfulness, especially in times of good fortune, for it is then that you are likely to collapse yourself into your success on the one hand or behave recklessly on the other. Enjoy your good fortune and remember to share it, for the mark of the well-nourished self is the ability and willingness to nourish others. This also speaks to possession, nourishment, and cattle. Okay? So when you do have more than enough, what do you have more than enough of in this holiday season? In this, we are gifts. We are gifts. We are gifts. So what part of your gifts are you giving? Right? Are you sharing your wealth? Are you sharing, your tools as an empath? Are you creating a healthy space for people to be able to talk to you and open up? We as we heal, we help heal others with what we've been through, right? So, yeah, be mindful though of how you save and spend, and what things are truly important, in your life. We don't get to take the things with us. It's about experience and love, right? Okay, and so then Laguz, flow, water, that which conducts is what the title is here, okay? Unseen powers are active here, powers that nourish, shape, and connect. The attributes of this rune are water, fluidity, the ebb and flow of emotions, careers, and relationships. Laguz encourages you to immerse yourself in the experience of living without having to evaluate or understand. It speaks to the satisfaction of emotional needs, to the awakening of the intuitive or lunar side of your nature. For while the sun strives for differentiation, the moon draws us towards union and merging. And, these are perfect to come out with this eclipse that what's happening too, okay? This rune often signals a time for cleansing, for reevaluating, reorganizing, realigning, a rune of deep knowing. It may call you to study spiritual matters in readiness for self-transformation. Success now lies in contacting your intuitive wisdom and attuning to your own rhythms. A rune of the self relating rightly to the self. Laguz signifies what alchemists call the conjunctio, or sacred marriage. In fairy tales, it is the end where the hero and the heroine live happily ever after. You're a magnet. Okay, once you heal you, too, you're looking for love in your life, you gotta love you. You gotta fall in love with you. You are new again today, right? Continue loving you exactly where you're at, in the flow, in the now, not living in the past, creating a new right here in the present fucking moment. X marks the spot. Gebo, partnership, a gift, a coming together, a gift, a blessing to you. Okay. Drawing this rune is an indication that partnership in some form is at hand. In love relationships, in business matters, in partnering of every kind, you are put on notice not to collapse yourself into that union. For true partnership is achieved only by separate and whole beings who retain their separateness even as they unite. Remember to let the winds of heaven dance between you. I fucking love that. It's one of the most important lessons that I've been learning this year too, In relationships, make sure not to lose yourself, okay? And that is a past pattern that I am releasing, okay? I tend to, as I've analyzed a lot of my past relationships, it's like I molded myself into a woman that I thought was what their ideal woman was, what they wanted, and then I lost who I was completely. And that's never again, But it's amazing, too, to see that every day I'm changing. Every day I feel new. Every day. I feel a little bit different than yesterday. Yeah, it's a beautiful gift. to be able to see and witness it in your own growth. So therefore I'm seeing it in me. I'm going to see it in others too. And that, yes, I love it. Okay. At the same time, there is another aspect of partnership that you are being called to consider. For the path of partnership can lead you to the realization of still greater union with the higher self, union with the divine. The ultimate gift of this rune is the realization of the divine in all things. God always enters into equal partnerships. Gabo, the rune of partnership, has no reverse, for it signifies the gift of freedom from which flows all other gifts. Freedom! Some more chains. We're unlocking these chains that maybe we've had around our heart, and we're opening up and expressing our emotions. That's why the flow is here. That's why you're a magnet to love and authenticity. And blessings being bestowed upon you. Just a showering of love from the universe. Divine partnerships and relationships that make you feel good. Yeah, your relationships. They're supposed to feel good. Darlings, they're not supposed to feel like this, what I bookmarked these runes with. This is 7 of what? The 7 of Pentacles. They look very bored. Yeah, they're sitting there together, but they look, self-indulgence and not nurturing of the relationship is what I'm seeing there. It's interesting that I always bookmark these things with Knight of Swords and the 2 of Swords. I feel like it's this struggle here, this power struggle. It almost looks like between the heart and the mind. I'm not going to go too deep into those, but it's interesting in making a choice. 2 of Swords. Okay, I'm not going to go too deep into those. That was interesting. I want to clarify with other tarot cards. It's beautiful. Thank you, Odin. Beautiful runes for today. Love doing rune messages. Well, I just put them away. But okay, let's see what wants to come out for that. For Fehu, for fulfillment. What are we talking about, Spirit? It's like I want my area to be all tidy. Maybe it's time to do that kind of thing. Dust off your altar, tidy up the house, donate things, create space for new energy to flow. Okay, talk about Fehu, fulfillment. What else do we want to talk about? Clarify that for me. Maybe I'm done. Oh, there it is. Whew. Maybe I'm done, I said. Okay. Yeah, Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups. It is that balancing that's happening. The connection between the heart and the mind. Yeah. Because the Queen of Cups is super sensitive, highly emotional, highly intuitive, very nurturing. Knows she has to fill her own cup up first before she can give to any others. For a relationship to evolve and grow and be fulfilling, you got to know your own love language. You got to fall in love with you. You got to be whole before you can even, rush in. This is the Knight of Swords. I love the horse jumping over this obstacle here, because if you do have obstacles in your life, your emotions are telling you quite a bit about those and what needs to be healed. Because the obstacle, there's no obstacle here. You just get a little momentum and jump forward. Flow. What do we want to talk about? Lagoos with the flow. Battle between the heart and the mind is what's been happening too. And that's coming together. There's peace that's happening within your temple, right? Trusting your own self again to make you're balancing your emotions too. So yes, you may feel frustrated. Yes, you may feel because you've been waiting or waiting, for divine timing or whatever. But in those times of where things are tough, emotional, stressful, painful, is where we're healing so much of our heart to allow just to feel, okay? Okay, so the Two of Pentacles is that balance that I was talking about. Okay, she's sitting there on the lily pad. This is a green card, green heart healing. Okay, knowing that you've got to balance your emotions, right? In order to make decisions, you know, with your heart center in mind. This flow, the infinity sign I'm seeing there. Yeah. The lotuses are already bloomed. Meditation is important. Her eyes are closed. Okay. It's important. The mindfulness practices. Your spiritual practices. Oh, yes. This gift. The Gebo. The partnership. Trust it. It's a new perspective. Judgment. And the Ace of Swords. Okay. It's about cutting out. See, these are all the past versions of you. Okay. And you're seeing that. You're seeing, you know, your patterns, your cycles. You're shedding an old way of being. And you're taking your perspective with this ace coming out with it, the Ace of Swords, to newer heights. See, the owl sits up in the tree. Okay. It's a gift of new, fresh perspective about life, how, and your emotions, and how you are a creator of it. Okay. And releasing judgment towards people. Okay. Because you're not judging yourself anymore about where you're at in your journey. And that is in a gift in itself, because it takes such a burden off your back, like an emotional weight. Okay. So owl spirit coming in here big time. It's been big time in my life. And that's, you know, about higher perspective, utilizing all your senses besides your eyesight. Okay. Trusting your gut, your intuition, utilizing your smell, sounds. Okay. Like it's it's beautiful, beautiful. And owl is always like an omen, you know, the death of the old way of being, and a brand new, fresh perspective. Where I'm getting all tongue tied and blah, blah, blah. All right. Peace in the mind. That's what I feel. Let's get an affirmation to end the day and this reading today. I love you guys. I am going to get back into the swing of things. If you're looking for a personal private reading, I am booking them for December. This one? Okay. So just reach out to me through email. I have a brand new spread I'm offering for $44. It's a healing, guided healing tarot spread. I snagged it from another witchy page I follow, but it's basically a 7-card, give you guidance for your own healing and look what to focus on over the course of the next year. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, the path of light. Yay, look at this lighted up path, this bridge. I always say the bridge, you are the bridge. Okay, the bridge between spirit and earth, heaven and earth. Okay, life places the perfect people and situations on my path to help me advance on my journey of inner growth. I possess the courage I need to progress, despite any obstacles I might meet. I study my experiences, seeking the wisdom they have to offer. In this way, I improve from day to day. Today, I choose to grow in faith, and I am confident that at the end of my road, I will join the light. Those are some of my little sound effects. I love it. Beautiful affirmation. Look at how bright that light is. Yes, seeing the light. It's so beautiful. Just as you're coming out of that cave. So when you're coming out of that cave and it's so bright, you don't give you time. Give yourself time to adjust to that light. It's so beautiful and bright you are. I love you. Do all the things to love me back. Comment, share, donate. I love you so much. To my supporters and my followers, I'll be back. Take care of you.